Stumble across a lot of people all the time who say they really want to get started in property investing, but they don't have the capital to get started. So I'll be doing a series of videos over the coming days, just going through some of the ways you can get started in property using very little of your own money. This is something all successful property entrepreneurs have absolutely mastered. They all know how to use as little of their own money as possible. One of the first things I'll be going through is bridging finance. What is bridging finance and how does it work? What should you look out for and what are the downsides of using bridging finance? Bridging finance is a short-term loan which you can use to help bridge the gap before you remortgage a property or before you sell a property. For example, if you buy a property, you don't have the money to renovate it now. You could get a bridging loan on that property and use that money to renovate the property, adding good value to it. From there, you could either sell the property and use the sale money to pay off the bridging finance company, or B, you could remortgage that property and keep it for yourself and use the remortgaged money to pay off the bridging loan. Some of you are probably thinking, well, I still need funds to purchase the property in the first place, which is true. But why not maybe we think about doing a really cheap deal to start with? For example, one of the deals I purchased was only £39,000. I could have used bridging finance to fund the whole deal, to fund the renovation and still make a really good profit at the end of that. Or there's other ways of actually getting funds to purchase a property in the first place, which I'll talk about a little bit later in my videos to come. Bridging companies tend to lend 65% of the value of the property you're purchasing, but that obviously changes depending on the deal and depending on your circumstance. I'd definitely advise that before you go ahead with bridging finance, speak to a well-reputable mortgage broker or have a lender that you can trust in place and explain the whole situation to them, and they'll be able to best advise you. If you need to get hold of a mortgage broker, get in touch with me. I've got a few reputable mortgage brokers I could put you in touch with. The last thing you need is to take out a bridging loan and then not be able to pay it off. You run the risk of not being able to sell the property, and that's gonna cost you money because every month you're gonna have to be paying off this bridging finance loan. You need to do your due diligence and make sure that you can sell that property for a profit fast as well, or make sure you have a lender lined up, because if a lender's not going to want to lend you money for whatever reasons, then you may have an issue. Bridging finance is a great tool to use when you don't have your own money and maybe the only option for you available at the time. Just consider that it is a lot more expensive than your normal conventional mortgage. Rates are between 0.5% to 1.5% per month. There's also obviously setup fees and legal fees that you got to consider about when you're taking out a bridging loan.